Project Share. Hi, this is Leonie. Just wanted to show you a little thing that I signed up for. It's a swap over at my scrapbook that, oh wait a minute, excuse me, I don't remember. Oh, excuse me, it's the scrapbeach.ning.com, and it's a tag swap, and this is the family, and I got this image on the internet, and I made this butterfly out of flour and some beads, a strung iridescent pearl beads, and that one is a faceted plastic bead. And I painted this. Originally it was an orange colored butterfly. That's a Prima that came from one of these bottles. See, there's something similar. And what I've done is painted this with a Martha Stewart metallic paint that I got over at I got this at Home Depot, and that was really cheap, guys. It was like $5.99 for that whole jar. Well, anyway, I stamped. First, I cut the banners with my Fiskar sponge, the Jenny Bolin Fiskar sponge, and that one is a stamp that is from Hampton Arts. That banner there, I wrote the word family on it, but it's actually from, I stamped it and then cut it out individually. It's from Hampton Arts, a cling stamp. It's that birthday stamp. And then this one is a flourish. That's EK Success border punch. It's a border punch, and it's also one of those that you can either make it into a border or just a piece of flourish just like that. And in this case, I went all the way to punch, and it was the flourish punch that I did. And that one is from Juliana, the ribbon. Thank you, Juliana. And this is a homemade rose ribbon and a Sizzix punch, Sizzix die cut. And what I did is I painted it with some shimmers. It's originally a white cardstock. And you see this background? This background is, I used a homemade glimmer mist. You can't really see the iridescence on it, or can you? Nope, can't see it really. And see, this is a double layer. I did the Jenny Bolin on the top, the banner, and then I edged it a little bit with Distress ink. And like I said, this is, once again, there's an iridescent pearl that I also used for the butterfly. And this, once again, my homemade Distress ink, or my homemade glimmer mist, and some of Lindy's Stamp Gang, I believe. It's been some time ago that I made these tags, and I usually make a series, a bunch of them. And anyway, this is the Sizzix Baroque die cut that I have cut and also distressed. And let's see, in the back I used the same flourish and used that as a mask. Very simple, ladies, and I did a little bit of hand stitching there, or pen stitching I should say. See, there's the original flower color, and then that's what I did with the butterfly. Can you see? There's the opposite side. I should have painted both, but anyhow, that's the way it is. Handmade is handmade. And once again, this is Tim Holtz Dress Form, and I believe this is also Tim Holtz, the two tag dies, and that Hampton Art stamping, and some distressing there. And that one was just a leftover of one of the albums that's from Sizzix. It's, anyway, that I used it as a pulley thing. Sorry. Again, more masking technique there using Distress inks. And this is the back, and also this is a Sizzix die. Again, more of that Martha metallic paint that I did in the back to cover up some of the, you know, sometimes you have leftover ink that goes through the opposite side of the tag. And so this is also painted with that Martha Stewart gold metallic paint. I think it's called Golden Pearl. Let me see. Let me check it out. Okay. Oh, it is Golden Pearl. And again, guys, this is really cheap at Home Depot. Martha Living metallic paint, specialty finish. They also have them in paints that are sort of see-through. I forget the term for that. Anyway, this is the tag for the back of this tag. I made two anyway, and then the other side has this family photograph. And the other one that I also did for that same swap is also another family tag, in which case I thought, you know, what's family for? Where family pray together, they stay together. You know the old saying. And that's a heart. That's also a Sizzix punch. That was part of another Sizzix die. And then once again, the flourish from EK Success. And this is not a tag. Okay. Oh, it is. Goes to the top. There you go. And Love is Sweet is what I wrote. And this paper, would you believe it, came from this pattern paper pack. It is from Colorblock. Check it out. If I haven't shown that to you, I'll show it to you in just a little bit. I got this over at Walmart. Woot woot. It's just paper. It's not cardstock, but oh, I love the images. I'll show that to you in a little bit. So that's the back of my tag. Again, a little bit of distress work. And I used Tim Holtz bird. And I painted some iridescent white on it. Distress paint. And what I did is I embossed it with clear. But somehow the clear didn't come out very clear. It came out kind of grayish. And it's the a la mode that I bought at Joann's. It's that distress ink, or that embossing ink. And so anyway, that's how that turned out. And again, that's a Sizzix die. And that center rose, this is a handmade flower. This center rose is also from the Sizzix rose that, you know, in a smaller scale. See, it's a rolled rose. And this is 3 layers. 1 layer in the red, 1 layer in the green, and the rose is a separate layer. And again, they're all Sizzix dies that I have on hand. And that's what it looks like. And that's a part of a flower that's the same as the flower I cut here. But I used it as a wing for the bird. And and this is the flourish again. But this time I inked it a little bit with distress inks. And the back is plain and simple because this is the tag that went with it. I did some paper tearing here. This image I got on the internet. Some more distress work on the edges. There they are. And some using that same flourish, I did some masking technique. I love this image. It just speaks volumes to me. And this is the back of the tag, using again iridescent paint, and then the flourish, and just the excess of the red paper on the front. I used it here in the back. This is actually the very top portion of the paper, you know, where you use the tear off on the pad. I cut it up and then I cut it in an angle, so omitting the hole that's there in the center. Well, my time is up. I have another tag to show. It's really quick. Really quick. I have 1 minute left, and again flourish. And this one you can't tell. I'll have to show it to you in another video. Thank you. Come back again.